Am I quitting YouTube? Or are we just changing to fantasy football? Find out today on Freestyle Friday. So what is up, everyone? Welcome back to a Freestyle Friday. I know I haven't done these in a while. Been super busy, and I'm gonna address some things as far as there have been some rumors that maybe I'm quitting YouTube. For a few individuals, they would love for that to be true, but no, it's not happening. I was going through a little bit of a change with the Friday videos. I wasn't really feeling them, wasn't really getting that good a response on them, so I realized I needed to make them a little bit more focused, and so it will be changing to, well, we have football season coming up, so what I'm going to be doing for Fridays is I'm going to focus it more on fun and do like a fantasy football setup for Fridays. And basically what it'll entail is who you should pick up on waiver wires, who to watch out for, who you should possibly be starting if you have them, things like that. Just little tips and tricks with fantasy. I am going to be trying to do a video series since August tends to be the preseason month. It'll be perfect to get some of you in shape as far as some of you that have never done fantasy football, or maybe get a new perspective on doing fantasy football, and maybe the reason why you haven't won your league championship is because you're doing it wrong, or maybe you're just so stuck in a certain way that it's becoming a self-fulfilling sabotage. And so I just want to help people out, give them a little bit of tips and stuff on how I've won a couple championships with fantasy and things like that. So the other thing I want to talk about today is Uber and Lyft tips. Something that's been kind of irking me for a while to talk about is Uber Eats. Now, I think it's a great system as far as like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, some kind of delivery system to get food out there, because I know a lot of places that didn't do delivery now do delivery because of these different platforms that are out there. But for drivers that are doing DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, any type of delivery service, it is awful for the driver. I had a Uber Eats for McDonald's the other day. It took me 30 minutes from the start of accepting it to delivering the Uber Eats to this person at McDonald's. One thing I strongly encourage, if you do Uber Eats or DoorDash or any of those other ones to get food, please, please, please tip your drivers. They don't make anything on this, and in fact a lot of them lose money doing this. It's a horrible method of doing it as far as the way we get paid. I hope they fix this. But so back to what I was talking about with the 30 minutes. I accepted it. It took me 12 minutes to get to the McDonald's based on traffic and distance and everything. Once I was there, it took another 10 minutes to get the food, because McDonald's goes, oh, you're here for Uber Eats? Then they print out the receipt, then they start making the food. It's like, if you see the driver's 12 minutes away, you should start getting that ready so when we walk in, we can just pick it up and take off. Anyways, so I wait 10 minutes, finally get the food, then I have to drive another 8 minutes to an apartment complex where I'm spending probably 2-3 minutes trying to find these people, because Uber doesn't let you put in an actual address of an apartment number or something, I don't know. But, you know, it's like playing hide and go seek trying to find these people. So for 30 minutes, we get a $3 fee or a $3 fare, which is, if you think about it, like nothing. It's terrible. Now, there are times we do get, you know, good fares and stuff like that, but it's very rare with Uber Eats. So one of the things I want to encourage people to do, if you do these things like Uber Eats and DoorDash, please, please, please tip your driver. It helps us immensely to be able to keep doing it, because a lot of times people just reject them, or they turn the delivery system off, and it's just not that advantageous to do it. So I encourage you guys to tip your drivers. The other thing I want to talk about is when somebody offers free items in a car. Say for instance there's waters or Gatorades or chips or candy or whatever, mint, gum. If they offer these things to you, do not treat this like a buffet. Do not just start going, oh, I'm going to take 2 bags of chips, 2 Gatorades, a couple of gums, because there are people that do this. And then they don't even tip. And that's the sad thing. Now, as I'm talking about these things, I'm not trying to bag on people. I'm not trying to say that, oh, you should always tip drivers. No, I'm not trying to say any of that. I'm not saying we deserve tips. What I'm saying is if your driver puts forth a little bit of extra effort and you take a Gatorade or something, you should put forth a little bit of extra effort. Now, if the driver doesn't offer any of these things, I don't think you have to tip them. Now, when I go to a restaurant and I have service, food service to me, one of the things I look for is how engaging the waiter or waitress is. How often do they check on us? How often do they make sure my drink is full? Things like that. And if they go that extra little step, I go the extra step and I tip them because they did excellent service. Same with Uber and Lyft. If your driver does excellent service, you should tip them. Now, I know people get into the whole thing, well, a tip is extra. You don't have to do it. No, you don't have to. Your driver also doesn't have to provide you with amenities or car chargers or anything like that. So it's kind of like a give and take. And I feel a lot of people abuse this. And I'm not saying this to shame these people or anything like that. No, I'm just, it's courteous to take effort into they're putting out something for you to have for free. Sometimes, that comes out of their own pocket. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. And then for Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, some of the things you can do is offer waters. Like if you live in an area that's very hot, offering a water while they're getting into your nice cool car is a great way to really up your ratings. Also offering candy or mint or gum is another one. I know some of you probably already do that, but I'm just throwing these little tidbits out there. Also, chargers is a great one. I hear a lot of people get in a car and they ask me, do you have a charger? And I'm like, yes, here you go. I actually have one that has all 3 heads on it, so that they, depending on the type of phone they have, boom, they have it readily available. So those are some of the tips I want to talk about with Lyft and Uber. Again, Freestyle Friday is changing. This is probably going to be the last one where I just talk about random subjects here and there, because we are getting ready for football, or at least I'm getting ready for football. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited, super ready, especially as we start winding down into September, October. Baseball starts to get really interesting, and I don't do fantasy baseball, but the point is postseason comes, and that's playoffs, World Series in the midst of football. So for me, fall is one of my favorite times because A, it starts to cool down, and B, really good sports. So like I said, Freestyle Friday is changing to Fantasy Friday, and I will be talking about fantasy football, what you should be doing to get ready, all these types of things. I'm going to be doing a kind of like a series, I guess you could say it's fantasy football for dummies. And what I'll be doing is going over draft strategies, types of players out there. I mean, just really running through it all as if you've never done fantasy before. So it will be broken up based on what I'm talking about. So there'll be multiple different videos. Some videos may be 3 minutes long, some may be 15 minutes long, just to really get a point across. So you get to pick and choose. Like if you kind of have an understanding, you can just skip some of the videos, but it'll be kind of like a course or training on really getting ready for fantasy football. I know we're going to try to do like an in-home league amongst family, but I'm also going to be doing a YouTube league. So if you guys are on YouTube and you play fantasy football and you want to join the league, in a future Friday video, I will have a link to the NFL site. I'm trying to decide if I want to do NFL, ESPN, or CBS Sports. I don't know which one will be the best one. Yeah, I gotta look into it. But anyways, I'll have the link for that in the description. There will be a password to get in. So once it fills up, if we have a lot of interest, like if I see it fill up really quickly, I'll start a second one, and I will be in every league as a way to try to beat me. That's basically going to be the goal. Try to beat me at fantasy football. I encourage you guys to play. I really don't have anything to give away. Maybe if we get a ton of people, and maybe if only one person beats me, maybe two, maybe I'll try to find something to give away. So just to make it fun. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. We were a little bit on the fun side today, but hey, there was a little bit of motivation in there. Maybe sign up for some fantasy football and beat me and win something. But most of all, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and God bless.